All right, Shalom. This is GMS Louisiana Saints coming back at you once again with another lesson, man. And this lesson here is going to be basically to show that a spiritual man in the Lord has to teach you, man. All right, not just the average everyday pastor, the everyday homie down the street, your cousin Pookie and them, man. But a spiritual man in the Lord has to teach you, man. All right, and he got to be sent from on high, man. But as we always start off, we like to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh. Double honor to the elders apostles once again. The elder apostles of GMS, peace and blessing and salutation once again to the hopeful elect. All right, shalom to you brothers and sisters out there, man.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shalom.
All right, because we're gonna get into this. We shouldn't be long. We're gonna get into this topic because you run into different people. Time and time again, and they got this notion that whatever they learned it on their own. The Most High was dealing with them. He came down and talked to them in their dreams and all this other stupid ass madness. But a man in the Lord has to teach you, man. And time again throughout the Bible, men in the Lord were taught by other men. All right, and vice versa, man. It's just a revolving door of being taught. All right, you don't have the top boxers like Floyd Mayweather's of the world. They don't just get in the ring. They don't just start off at the age of 3 or 5 years old, just knowing how to box, man. The Bruce Lees of the world, they don't just learn how to do those things. Somebody taught them that. Somebody taught them the techniques, the methods, the different tactics and skills on how to do certain things that they do, man. Okay, even your top race car drivers, you name it, man. Everybody was taught. You go on to a new job. You've been taught by your trainer or whoever they put you with to teach you the job to do this job at its highest that it can be performed, man. So same thing with the men of the Lord, man, of people that know of this thing, man, and more than likely a lot of those people out there, if the Lord have gave you the good grace of seeing the elders apostles, man, that's who we were taught by, man. All right, and we hold strong onto that, man. We understand that those are the men of the Lord, right? Those are our spiritual parents, man. Even though some people want to deny that, they want to deny, like back a year or two ago, that whole master thing, without things of that nature. But if you walking around knowing what we know, man, you've been taught by somebody, man. Okay.
You mind if I pull a precept real quick, Doc?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just to back up what you said, how we were all taught, and that's why we give double honors to our apostles and elders, because a lot of you jakes, even you bug outs out there, wouldn't even know half of what you know about Israel if it weren't for the apostles and elders of GMS. And that's just point blank, period. This is 1 Timothy 6. I'm going to start at 1. Let as many servants are under the yoke count their own masters worthy of all honor, that the name of the Most High and his doctrine, which was divinely inspired, be not blasphemed. And they that have believing masters, let them not despise them, because they are brethren, but rather do them service, because they are faithful and beloved, partakers of the benefit. These things teach and exhort.
Yeah, man. That's a powerful thing right there, man. You got a lot of guys that got a problem with that, man. You shouldn't have a problem having a teacher, man, a guide, a master, man. Right? What's the guy name is from Karate Kid, man?
Mr. Miyagi?
No, the other guy.
Danielson.
Yeah, Danielson had Mr. Miyagi, man. And Danielson was cool with that, man. And sometimes your masters put you through certain things. They talk to you, a certain way. You got to take it, man. You got to take whatever, and they're doing it for a reason, man, because they went down that road. All right, they have much experience over you, and you can probably get that. Cause y'all know you like go. I like that brother. Love that scripture about having experience, man. All right, much experience. It's a teacher of us all, and sometimes men have years of experience more than you, and they teach you certain things. It'd be about the scriptures, but sometimes it'd be about different methods on how to come at certain people, certain things, man. All right. And we all really and truly, man, we all learn from each other because I didn't heard time and time again, Apostle Tahar, Apostle Ramlab, Apostle Gabar, Rakah, you name them, man. They say, hey, man, we learn from you, brother. Sometimes you brothers bring out some hard articles, books, okay, different things of that nature, man. And we all pick up from each other, all right? But while it's picking up from each other, we don't never shy away from the ones who are in charge, man, the ones who are leaders, man, all right? And like I say, me and that brother Kazaki, we come up at the same time. You know, one of my elders, man, is Elder Awar, man. Elder Yashawama, Elder Ariala, man. You know, these are the ones that are around my time, man. You know, I forgot the other brother name off the tip of my tongue right now. You know, the one, the brother over the Cali camp. All right, one of the brothers from the Las Vegas camp, the head of the Las Vegas camp, we all come around the same time. Elder Malcolm, all right. You name it, man. We, you know, and them men, these different men that, you know, have like a year or so above me, they give double honor to the elder apostles, man, which we all do, man. All right. You wouldn't know a damn thing unless a spiritual man taught you, man. I'm using the word spiritual, all right, because not all men out here are spiritual, man. All right. Some you got you phonies and fakes out here, man. Guys faking the funk. All right. But you have to be taught by a spiritual man. You got the one about the experience out?
Yeah.
All right. Run it real fast.
It's the Rock 34. It's Lucky. And 33:16. It's Lucky. August 30. 3:16. Just had it.
34:9.
Yeah, 34:9. I'm way down there at 16, Salaki. It says a man, this is a Rock 34:9. A man that had traveled, Salaki, a man that had traveled knoweth many things, and he that had much experience will declare wisdom.
Right, man. One more time. Let that sink into him, bro.
It says a man that had traveled knoweth many things.
Yeah, he have traveled. He have traveled in his truth, man. He have seen, heard, and did certain things in his truth, man. And he can give you guidance on do's and don'ts, man. All right. Whether in the scriptures, he can show you many things in the scriptures. All right. Whether it be with the Hebrew, the scriptures, the breakdowns. All right. You know, he's not out here BSing, man. All right. He's really getting down to the business and teaching and guiding and building up men, building up other teachers, other leaders. All right, other elders, man. Because that's what it's about, man. We ain't just around here twiddling our thumbs, man. Around here like we got our motherfucking mate. You know, like them niggas out there in the mate, them Prince Hall mates and niggas, man. They just around here showing medallions and rings off and bullshit, man. You know, we really around here teaching men and building men up to Yahweh Shem Shai, man, and righteousness, man. Go ahead, Doc.
It says, and wisdom, Salaki. And he that had much experience will declare wisdom. He that had no experience knoweth little, but he that had traveled is full of prudence.
Yeah, he have traveled in the truth, man. Have years under him. Got much years and much wisdom under him, man. And we can all learn from each other, man. Whether it be from a worldly standpoint, it may be something that I don't know for us a worldly sense, man. You know, whether it be with women, you name it, man. We can learn from each other because we all different ages. We all come from different backgrounds. We all know different lingoes. Brothers got different experiences in languages, man. Okay. And some brothers been outside the U.S. more than others, so you have experience with that. You know, I can go on and on for days. Excuse me, I can go on and on for days, but that's what it's about, man. All right. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to the scriptures, man, you have teachers, man, that guide and teach you. Was somebody about to say something?
Yeah, I just want to make a point to add to what you're saying, and a benefactor of basically the benefactor of having that experience from elder brothers, what they teach us younger brothers to do, and also themselves through their discretion they teach us how to pass over a transgression, man. All right, and it's a man's glory to pass over a transgression. Going to Proverbs 19 and 11. They're teaching you to how to avoid, how to excuse evil, man. All right, and that's how you pass over transgression. Is Proverbs 19 and 11. The discretion of a man deferred his anger. When you go into discretion, it goes into prudence. That it just said in Sirach 34 and 10. It says, but he that had travel is full of prudence, meaning he's full of discretion. He's full of insight. He's discreet. He's keen. All right. It says the discretion of a man deferred his anger, and it is his glory to pass over transgression. So that's how you please the Most High, man, by being locked in and tuned in to what it is, man. So what you learning, like you said, what y'all gonna bring out, wearing the doorsteps of those who have traveled, man. You got it out.
If somebody give me Sirach 7 and 29 in the apocryphal.
I got it. This is Sirach chapter 7, verse 29.
Whew.
Fear the Lord with all thy soul and reverence his priests.
Whew.
Yeah, man. Supposed to reverence the priest, man, and the men that are set up there are as the priest, man. All right. Them the ones that pretty much give you the guidance, you know, and to saving your life, man. All right, pulling you back in from out of the world, man, into the grace and the glory of Yahweh Shem Shai, which is just true, man. This thing about, like Elder Gabal would say, this thing about us, man. All right, this is for us, man. This thing was set up for us. All right, and the Lord, by it being set up, the Lord had put certain men over it, man. All right, they give you guidance and different information, man. All right, to deliver your souls, man. All right, and we, like I say, we just regular men too, man. It comes with the territory of the position, though, man. With the Most High giving certain men. All right, we didn't ask for the position. All right, certain men didn't ask for the position. It was given to them by the Most High, from on high, man. All right.
I got that out.
Yeah, bring it out.
1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 28. And Yahweh has set some in the church, first apostles, secondarily prophets, thirdly teachers, after that miracles, then gifts of healings, helps, governments, diversities of tongues. Are all apostles? Are all prophets? Are all teachers? Are all workers of miracles? Have all the gifts of healing? Do all speak with tongues? But covet earnestly the best gifts, and yet show I unto you a more excellent way.
Right, man. And they all don't have the same gifts, man. Some brothers are stronger in the Hebrew than others. Some brothers are stronger in the speaking. You know, being helps, you name it, man. But it all helps the body out, man. All right, and they all, at the end of the day, is one. It's one chief in Indians, man. You know, it's an order behind the thing, though, man. They understand who's in place, all right, and why they're in place, man. All right. You don't go to, you know, bucking up, you know, they don't. These different gifts within the body don't supposed to clash, you know. They all supposed to work in unison as a well-oiled machine, man. All right. So we're gonna dive into this thing, man.
You mind if I pull in real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Proverbs 15 and 22. Without counsel, purposes are disappointed, but in the multitude of counselors, they are established.
That's right, man. That's right, man.
Got a quick one to back that. This goes with much experience, brings out better counsel. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 5. Oh, how comely is the wisdom of old men, and understanding and counsel to men of honor. Much experience is the crown of old men, and the fear of the Most High is their glory.
Yeah, man. That's plain, man. It's plain. So I'm on. First person I might want to start off with is give me an Acts 22 and 3. So,
You got it.
you know, they like to bring out, you know, people like to, you know, reference Paul for certain situations and in certain matters. Let's see if Paul was under somebody.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 22, verse 3. I am verily a man which am a Jew, born in Tarsus, a city in Cilicia, yet brought up in the city at the feet of Gamaliel, and taught according to the perfect manner of the law of the fathers, and was zealous towards Yahweh, as ye are all this day.
Yeah, and the point of the matter is, Paul telling you to say, yet brought up in the city at the feet of Gamaliel, man, and taught according to the perfect manner of the law of the fathers, man. All right, and was zealous towards the Most High as ye are this day, man. So even Paul had a teacher, which was Gamaliel, man. All right, and you know, if Paul was heavy, you know, what the scriptures say that Paul writing is hard for other people to understand. So if Paul was heavy, how much more Gamaliel, man? Gamaliel had to be heavy. All right, in order to bring up Paul in such a manner that he was hard to be understood, because how zealous and direct he was with the scriptures, man, and deep he was. Gamaliel had to be a bad man, you know, in a good way, you know. Give me that Jeremiah 3:15. Give me that 8 and 30.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3, verse 15. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you pastors according to my heart. All right. And what's the heart of the Most High? The truth, man. And it doesn't matter what manner that truth comes out, man. Sometimes that truth comes out hard, man. All right, hard and direct. Does that take away from the truth of the matter, the facts? All right, no. Sometimes the truth come out pleasant, but it all comes because it's scriptures I can show you how the Most High puts in our mouths, the prophet's mouth, what to say, man, and how to say it. So it's really him that you have a problem with, man. All right, read it one more time, Mike.
God. Jeremiah 3 and 15. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
That shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. This is how you get nourished and brought up in the truth. You don't teach yourself, man. You're not self-taught, okay? Self-taught, self-made, whatever you want to remix in your own mind. You have been brought up by a man, all right? And it has to be not just any man, a spiritual man has to bring you up, man. All right? Because not all men are spiritual, man. Okay? There has to be a man of the Lord, man. Give me the Acts, somebody.
The 8.
Yeah, I believe it was 8.
God. The book of Acts, chapter 8, verse 30. And Philip ran thither to him and read. Well, let me start at 29. Then the Spirit said unto Philip, go near and join thyself to this chariot. And Philip ran thither to him and heard him read the prophet Isaiah and said, understandest thou what thou readest? And he said, how can I, except some man should guide me? And he desired Philip that he would come up and sit with him.
Right. And he said, except some man shall guide me. And he said, and he desired Philip that he would come up and sit with him, man. So let's get that word guide, man. Going back into 30, the key word, no, going back into 31, it says, except a man should guide me, man.
Yeah, it's Strong's G 3595. I'll just play it.
Strong's G 3595. Hadegas. Hadegas.
It says a leader of the way, a guide, a teacher of the ignorant and inexperienced.
Go ahead.
But it's I went a little deeper. It's a compound word, which is beautiful because the root word is lead. Well, let me just read the root word. It's hagame, which means to lead, go before, or be a leader. And it's also the word hados, which means properly. So the word there for guide, it means to lead properly. It's not just to lead. Like you were saying, it has to be a spiritual man. It can't just be any man.
That's right.
You can't just say, well, because you have people in the church, they'll say they have pastors, But are they pastors according to the heart and mind of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, like we read in Jeremiah 3:15? You have a lot of false pastors. Just because somebody's a pastor doesn't mean they're teaching you the truth.
Right. The brother Jaquez got a good one. Somebody get Ephesians 4:11 for him. 4:11, verse 11 and 12 was a good one. To water, brother.
I got it. This is Ephesians 4:11. And he gave some apostles and some prophets and some evangelists and some pastors and teachers for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of HaMashiach.
Yeah, man. And he gave those spiritual men. He gave those spiritual men that quality, man, to bring forth the edifying of the body, man, the building up of the body. All right. That's what it's about, man. Guiding men, guiding men in the right direction, man. It ain't about just beating your chest and saying that you have men over you. And technically, this ain't even your men. This is Yahweh Shai's men. We've seen certain characters over the years. They get into that arrogant, proud spirit as if, they got men. You got men just marching at your tune of your beat. These men right here in these different camps ain't even for you, man. You're not even for yourself, man. You for your Yahweh Shai, man. All right, you just supposed to guide the men in the right direction. All right. And like I said before, we all supposed to help each other at the end of the day, get on them chariots, man. Lord willing. All right. We got some more.
You mind if I pull one real quick to back up what Amawad brought out in the Strongs about to teach and lead properly? And this is just to back you up where you said these Christians out here say they have a pastor, but are they a pastor of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, lead them in the right ways, which clearly they're not. This is Galatians 1, I'm going to start at 8. But though we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you than that which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed. As we said before, so say I now again, if any man preach any other gospel unto you than that ye have received from us, because we're your teachers, let him be accursed. So pretty much if you're out here teaching any wayward doctrine because the Spirit's not dealing with you, not only are you going to be accursed, but the people that are blindly following after will be accursed. If the blind follow the blind, they'll both fall into a ditch.
I'm holding that. It's actually got the same word in the Greek as Acts 38 and 30. Let me just read this real quick. This is Matthew 15 and 14. This is Yahweh Shai. Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. And that word lead is the same word in Acts 8 and 30. So you can see here there's pastors, but you have to be led the right way, man.
God.
I got one too.
I got you something too, bro.
God.
This is Hebrews chapter 13, verse 17. It says, obey them that have rule over you and submit yourselves, for they watch for your souls as they that must give account, that they may do it with joy and not with grief, for that is unprofitable for you.
God, and that's supposed to be a true teacher. They watch for your souls, man. They don't lord over you, all right, and make you go down to Brooklyn for a cheesecake, man. Just so they can say, oh, look what I got him doing, man. You know what I'm saying? They got niggas out here do crazy shit like that, man. Have the flock just doing all type of crazy shit, but it's about edifying of the word, man. All right, and it gets down to so much to where you're supposed to be tight with brothers, man. Brothers supposed to be tight, man. Even the leaders, you're supposed to be tight with your leader, man. All right, or the men that's over you, your teachers, man. Give me that one about wearing out the doorstep.
I got it. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 6, and I'm gonna start at 34. Stand in the multitude of the elders and cleave unto him that is wise.
Yeah, that is wise. or going into the scripture that the brother Kaya brought out earlier, the man that has much experience, man. You know, so why would you sit up there with a guy, you know, not downing a person like that, but why sit on the side of another person that you and him had the same amount of years, or you just coming in with him? You need to get up under somebody that has experience, or you know, the know-how, or the different experience in the truth, man, to guide you and to build you up, man, at a faster rate, you know, if the Lord will for it to happen. Because I must say, man, from the time I came in to the time now, man, brothers are learning at a rapid pace, which is according to the scriptures too. All right, the Lord said He's gonna make them that come in of a quick understanding, man. So we had to get it back then to lay the foundation. Now the Lord has the other workers, the other men come in of that vineyard to put that vineyard to make it look beautiful, man. And brothers are coming in rapidly, man, at a fast rate, knowing a lot, man. All right, knowing history, brothers are knowing the scriptures, the breakdowns, you name it, man. At an all-time rate, man, from back when I was coming in, man. You know, which we all, the men that's over the vineyard and the men that's working, which we all working, we all gonna get that same penny though at the end of the day, man. How beautiful is that, you know? Even those that come in at the last minute, man, because they're gonna have some that come in at the very end. All right, which we are at the very end, man. Okay, excuse me. Read it again, and read that. Maybe you have some more on that.
Come on. Sirach 6:34. Stand in the multitude of the elders and cleave unto him that is wise. And just to back up what you just said, this is Sirach chapter 4:27. Make not thyself an underling to a foolish man. All right, you're supposed to cleave unto someone that's wise, not someone that knows just as much as you or less than you. Like which I believe it was one of Solomon's sons. Was it Rehoboam or he followed his partners, man. He didn't follow. Yeah, Rehoboam. Yeah, he didn't follow the counsel of the wise elders. He actually followed his peers who didn't know any more than him. And the whole kingdom was just split because of that, man. You
Right.
can't just follow somebody that's, you know.
Yeah, you can't follow a guy that doesn't know who Apollyon is, man. All right.
Or someone that just came in the truth the same year as you. How's he going to teach you the scriptures? He's watching the same videos as you. Y'all both going off together. Y'all both probably still smoking weed together. Like you can't. You're supposed to cleave unto him that is wise, man. Verse 35. Be willing to hear every godly discourse, and let not the parables of understanding escape thee. The breakdowns, man. And this is verse 36. And if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee betimes unto him, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door.
Yeah, so you're supposed to be locked in. And that man, most times that man is the head of the camp. You're supposed to be pretty much worried out his doorstep, man. You're supposed to be on the phone with him, you know, getting the breakdowns, you know, just talking about spiritual things, man. Always, you know, eager to learn, man. All right. You're supposed to wear out that doorstep, man. All right.
I got you something, Mark.
And shalom to you brothers on the comment board, man. Y'all about y'all
Shalom.
Yeah, go ahead, Doc.
Right. Now, B times means early, man.
Yeah.
Like what? From your youth. All right. The scriptures tell you about gaining from your. If you gain in your youth, man, you will in your old age, you'll have wisdom, man.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Think
If
about
you gain from your.
That's a heavy statement you just said. Think about it, man. If you was able from your youth, whether you was raised in this thing, you was raised in this thing, or whether at a certain age, like I came in this thing when I was probably about 18, 19 years old, man, and I'm 32 now. So everything is cemented in you, man. It's rooted in you deep. You've grown up from a young man to a man, an actual man. Or you just say, like certain brothers have sons, man. When your son at an early age get rooted in this thing, he knows the things to do, how to keep the high holy days, the Sabbath, you name it, man. It's like second nature, But go ahead, what you about to say?
Right, it says, train up a child in the way that he should go, and we are all children. All right. So, but being trained up with what? With the word of truth, man. All right, like the brother said. You want to say something?
Brother, I got scriptures for you. It's Sirach, Ecclesiastes 4:13 says, better is a poor and Let me read again. Better is a poor and wise child than an old and foolish king who will no more be admonished.
Right. The scriptures say about a man, if he gathered nothing in his youth, how can he in his old age? And remember, the hoary hair is a crown, is the crown to an old man, which goes into what? Their wisdom. Like we see our elders with the beards, you know, the the woolly beards look like, you know, look like the Mosai with the white wool woolly beards. That hoary hair, that's the crown to the old man. But what's an old man? Like you say, why live out all thy days without wisdom, man? All right. It's like an old a life that you just perished in your entire life. But this Sirach 8:8, it says, despise not the discourse of the wise, but acquaint thyself with their proverbs. For of them thou shalt learn instruction and how to serve great men with ease.
God, man. And that's what we do, man. We serve each other, man. Even the men that are pretty much in charge, man. And I want certain guys, because I've been around the apostles, man. You know, I wasn't able to meet Elder Tahari yet, but I was able to meet Elder Ramblab and Gabar. And them men serve the men under them, man. Okay, whether they be cooking, you name it, man. Them brother, well, them men or those apostles, man, do the same. They treat you like they get on your level, man. That's what I want to say. They get on your level, man.
I got a precept up.
I got a little more. I just got one more. Right, come. Hey, the brother right dude. And they tell you in Proverbs 16:31 that the hoary head is a crown of glory if it be found in the way of righteousness. And that's what we follow. We follow the wise who know what? Righteousness. As Paul said, be ye followers of me. That you would be able to teach others also. And Timothy, man. And that's how you, like you said, from the underlining or the underlinks of other brothers all the way down from the elder to the least of us, we was all taught under the same branch, under the same government, the same root. That's why we all speak the same things. But this Sirach 8 and 9, it says, miss not the discourse of the elders. Well, who is talking about? The presbytery, the land on the hands of the presbytery, man. It says, miss not the discourse of the elders, for they also learned of their fathers, and of them thou shalt learn understanding and to give answer as need required, man. I'm in a bad man, buddy.
All right. I got a quick one out.
I got one after you.
This is Sirach 32:9. If thou be among great men, make not thyself equal with them. And when ancient men are in place, use not many words.
Yeah, it just goes into a respect thing, man. Respecting the elders and the men that are above you, man. All right, because we all were taught, by apostles and elders of GMS, man, in which they set the order on how things supposed to go, how things supposed to go in the camp and things of that nature, man. And then it just trickle down into the other men that's under us, man. And there's no beating at the chest, no pride thing. It's just something that you understand over the years. It's something that the Most High set up, man. And you see why the Most High set up. You see why certain men, are in place. All right. You see why, man. And then I'm gonna say this too: if the guy is not right, the Most High gonna take him out the way, man. If they ain't right, But it got to be done by a spiritual man. All right. Let me see what I wanted y'all to get, so we can stay on point and get in and get out, man. Romans 10 and 14. And somebody get the Isaiah 30 and 20.
I got the Romans.
I got the Isaiah.
This is Romans 10. I'm gonna start at 13, if you don't mind.
Yeah, you got it.
For whosoever shall call upon the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai shall be saved. How then shall they call upon him in whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher?
A true preacher, man. All right, not just no wacky tacky Christian No 3-piece Mississippi suit, Easter suit ass pastor, man. We talking about a man of the Lord, man. That's going. And you see, anybody that puts these different Israelite groups on the table, man, you see that the men of the Lord is GMS, man. And we teach you the raw and uncut. We go into everything, man. Whether it be the Illuminati, all right, the Bilderberg group, you name it, man. Different news. We go into everything, man. We get into everything. We don't just hold back and teach you about Deuteronomy 28 all day, man. Because that's what some of these groups are. They just Deuteronomy 28 all day, slavery. But they don't talk about the elite bankers. They don't talk about the Illuminati. They don't talk about Esau, man. They don't talk about these prophecies, man. They don't get into prophecy because they don't know prophecy, man. All right, they're just like Israelite Baptist Christians, man. They scared to open up the book of Revelations. All right, we get into history. All right, you name it, man. We go across the board on everything. All right, and we give you that raw and uncut. All right, because if I was in which we are in this place, if we in the place of basically in the place where everything is crucial times, I want you to give me the raw, the straight and skinny, man. I want you to give it to me raw and uncut. I want to be held back, sugar coated, man. Just give it to me raw and uncut, man. And that's how we all are the ones who pretty much came into this word. When it came out in 07, I first laid eyes on the apostles of GMS. I seen how raw and uncut they was coming. It resonated with my spirit, man. All right. Where they were telling the truth about the woman, that whole video out there about it's an old video called
Rasta Skank.
That Rasta Skank. That's it. That Rasta Skank video. That separated the men from the little boys back then, man. All right, and it did, man. And it was many other things that came into place, but the elders always gave you that raw and uncut, man. And then once we got built up, brothers gave it to you raw and uncut. For us, it's true, man. How we bring it out, the information, and it's all true information, man. When you go back and sit back and look it up, man, you got to be at the Bereans, man. Those people skilled and learned and finding out different things was told were they so, man. As the scriptures say in Acts.
I can make a point out.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, you're right, because the men that we believe that the Lord have put as pillars in our house, that's the breast we have been nurtured on. All right, and it have all trickled down all the way into us for growth. That's the milk we have nurtured out off the breast, man. All right, and if anybody understand what the breast is, that's the ways of learning. We have been weaned from the breast, man. Okay, so what breast that we have been weaned from is who the Lord have established in his house, man. All right, starting from the top all the way down to the smaller brothers. And it teach us how not to err. Because in Job 6:24, it says, teach me and I will hold my tongue and cause me to understand wherein have I erred, man. Because without a way or without direction, you gon' err. Before we knew the truth, we was erring in many ways, man. All right. Taking heed to our own opinions. All right, being seduced with deception. All right, so unless one come and instruct you and ground you and root you in, you're gonna be all over the place, man. That's why you see a lot of these jakes all over the place. You got it out.
Yeah, somebody, what the brother saying is similar to Hebrews 5:12. Before you get the other one in Isaiah.
Right, come.
It's Hebrews 5:12. That ye be not slothful.
No. Hebrews 5:12.
Hebrews 5:12.
Hebrews 5:12.
Yeah,
like it, bro. I was 6:12.
Right.
It says, for the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of Yahweh, and are become such as have need of milk and not of strong meat.
Right. Because strong meat is the heavy things in the scripture. You need milk. In order to grow as a baby, the baby first needs milk. It needs the mother's breast in order to get the nutrients to grow into a healthy, big, strong baby. Then after a certain period of time, you get the meat. You get the little pieces of meat, and you start to get bigger pieces over time, man, until you're able to grow and take it. So that's how the different men that are set up as teachers, true teachers. They give you the first, the milk of the scriptures. All right, the different, the virgin birth, the easy stuff, man. Okay, and then they start laying on you the Ezekiel, the first chapter. All right, Daniel's 11th chapter, the heavy stuff, man, the deep mysteries, But we at a time now, it just, it's all coming out, man. Because one time back then, the apostles or the different, different positions men were in, we was kind of hesitant of teaching a brother right off the bat the chariots, man. But now our brothers are coming in, understanding what are the chariots, what they were set up for, man. So it goes to territory. Go to 13, you can finish it out to 14, really. Tell you.
Kind of not. Hebrews 5 and 13. For everyone that uses milk is unskillful in the word of righteousness, for he is a babe.
That's right.
But strong meat belonging to them that are of full age, even those who by reason of use have their senses exercised to discern both good and evil.
So that's what happens over time. When you get this word over time, you become of full age, man. You get 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years under your belt, which some guys got 5, 6 years and still don't know what the fuck to do, man. Still all they goddamn bodies, man. Still out here, 1 foot in, 1 foot out the door, man. All right. But a true man that gets strong meat under his belt, meaning the deep dark secrets of scriptures, and become a full age, he's supposed to be at a point now where he knows how to discern good and evil, man. All right. He sees that, I'm at a spot, it's too much commotion going on. I'm out of there. All right. I'm drinking my bottle too much. I'm gonna discipline myself and give myself a break. All right. Discern himself for women. You name it, man. He knows, like the scripture says, the scripture says, everything is lawful but not expedient. A person of full age gonna learn to exercise that, man. He's gonna know how to exercise that in the time that it needs to be exercised, man. All right. And he finds that out by having a true teacher over him, man. A man is gonna give, not gonna hold back and give him the full understanding of everything. Whether it be sometimes brothers need to be taught discipline, man, responsibility. And a true teacher will identify what the person under him or his underling needs, man. Because I want to say this too, and it really just to tell these guys ass up that don't know anything, man. When you go into Jeremiah, who was Jeremiah underling? It was Baruch. Baruch, man. So if you look into Joshua served Moses, man. You have and the spirit rested on Elisha with Elijah, man. All right, and it goes on and on and on and on and on again, man. Different men were the underlings of certain other men. All right, and they accepted that, man. All right, and it's another scripture. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna let one of y'all brothers. Let me see if I can find it. I'm gonna let one of y'all brothers speak real fast. You see?
I just want to make a point to brother right, because an unnurtured soul will eventually air off. Eventually it's gonna air off, man, because it's not being disciplined. It's not being stabilized by nothing. All right, because like you say, many men have made their own self elders, man, when they was complete novice, man. All right, the elders done went in. You're a novice in the truth, and now you're over a couple brothers who maybe, like the brother say, equal, the time, just going off the time frame of when you coming in, they all, everybody cunning you up. Oh, con, you're an elder. When here you're a clear novice, man. You got it. I mean, if one need to teach you again, man, but an unnurtured soul will eventually air off, man.
Hey,
it's a matter of time.
Is that we are one of you brothers remember what I think Yahushua had left off from his mother? That's
yeah, and he was teaching the elders when he was lost.
Give me that, yeah.
He's in a place of the elders.
Give me that, man. I know that's it's on the tip of my tongue, man. Is that Matthew? That's Matthew.
That's when she left him. Yeah, I got it right here.
Yeah, man.
You got it. I got a quick one.
Yeah, go ahead. Bring it out.
All right,
I'm getting
this Galatians 4:1. Let's go to back up what the brother said in Hebrews 5. Galatians 4:1. Now I say that the heir, as long as he is a child, differeth nothing from a servant, though he be Lord of all. And really, we're all heirs. The word Israel goes back to Yasharallah. He is a prince of God. We're all heirs to the Heavenly Father. Verse 2. But is under tutors and governors until the time of the Father. Even so,
brother, that
was on time now. That's one of my favorite scriptures there, bro. That was on time.
Galatians 4, verse 2. But is under tutors and governors until the time appointed of the Father. So every prince is under tutors and governors, man. You don't just have a prince and say, well, look, he's my son, so I'm going to just give him the kingdom one day. No, you got to train him up, as the brother quoted earlier, man. You train up a child in the way he should go. Yeah. The son of a king is a prince. You train up a prince in the way he should go. What's the way a prince should go? The way of the king. So you got to be under tutors and governors, man. There's no way around it. Now, are we not a nation of kings and priests?
If I can say this,
how are we not going to have elders? Come on, man. Go ahead,
if I can say this, back in the Hebrews 5:14, it says, even those who by reason of use have their senses exercised to discern both good and evil. And I got that word exercise in the Strong's. It's Strong's G1128, gymnazo. It means to exercise vigorously in any way, either the body or the mind, to train. And that's exactly what the brother was going into, man. We have elders, priests, teachers over us for a reason, man. Brothers are susceptible to that milk when they first come in, until they can be built up and to get to that point, man. That's all a part of being humble in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man.
Yeah, I think brother Jaquez, I think it's Luke 2:41 down to 52. Go to 39, man.
I got it. This is Luke 2:39. And it says, and when they had performed all things according to the law of the Lord, they returned into Galilee to their own city, Nazareth. And the child grew and waxed strong in spirit, filled with wisdom, and the grace of Yahweh was upon him. Now his parents went to Jerusalem every year at the feast of the Passover. And when he was 12 years old, they went up to Jerusalem after the custom of the feast. And when they had fulfilled the days as they returned, the child Yahushua tarried behind in Jerusalem, and Joseph and his mother knew not of it. Right. But they, supposing him to have been in the company, went a day's journey, and they sought him among their kinsfolk and acquaintance. And when they found him not, they returned back again to Jerusalem, seeking him. And it came to pass that after 3 days, they found him in the temple, sitting in the midst of the doctors, both hearing them and asking them questions.
What he was doing? Read that again, man. Even Yahushua, man. Even though the spirit was waxing strong with him, the spirit from on high, from the Most High Yahweh was on him, he still got up on the men, man. All right, while everybody was shooting marbles, playing with the ball in the sandbox, the little kids doing 12-year-old things. Yahushua was with the big boys, man, in the temple, man, learning. Okay, go ahead. I'll read it again.
Luke 2:46, and it came to pass that after 3 days they found him in the temple, sitting in the midst of the doctors, both hearing them and asking them questions.
Oh man, keep going.
And all that heard him were astonished at his understanding and answers. And when they saw him, they were amazed. And his mother said unto him, Son, why hast thou thus dealt with us? Behold, thy father and I have sought thee sorrowing. And he said unto them, How is it that ye sought me? Wist ye not that I must be about my father's business?
That's heavy, man. That's heavy, man. But the point of the matter, even Howard Shah got up under certain doctors and teachers and men of the Lord, man, to find a way, to find, which he didn't. Come on, man. Let's not be simple. Howard Shah was already filled with the Spirit, man. From a little boy, smaller than that, man. It was already given to him. But the point of the matter, this to shoot down all the naysayers. Even he was with the men, all right. Was taught under men, all right.
And the Most High do everything in decency and in order, man. That's what it mainly about. The show. If somebody be like, well, nobody taught you Howard Shah, well, yeah, he got taught too, man.
That's right, man.
Because your knowledge is not measured by how much you get taught, right? Because, like you say, is what you already know plus what you getting taught. So how can you then measure that? It's immeasurable.
Just to back up what the priest just said, man, even the word itself, educate, means to bring forth, to draw out.
Bring out.
It's already in you. It's just, but you need an educator to educate you, man, to draw it out of you.
Bring it forth.
Yep. Right. Like you said, not to put in you, it's to draw out you. It's to help you remember. It's to help bring it out you. Because like you said, when we study and we bring things out, it's for the what? Bring it out on the block. Bring it on the epistle. It's not for us to hold inside of us and tell you a man that hold back wisdom. Matter of fact, I'm going to get that. It's better than he. Let me get it. Y'all bring it out. Let me get that real quick.
Yeah, man. Just to belabor the point, man. You need to have elders over you to educate you properly, because you also have carnal aspects of yourself. If you make yourself an underling to a foolish man, he's going to draw out that carnality. He's going to educate you in wickedness. Because we all have, fleshly desires and lusts. You don't want to make yourself underneath a man that's going to bring out that carnal man inside of you. That's going to, you have these different Israelite camps. They're all set up to bring out, you might have a black power Israelite. You might have a family man Israelite. Those go into different lusts of the world. And those false teachers are set up to bring out just the carnalness in you, man. They're not set up to bring out the godliness in you, man, the holiness. Not to get on these other camps, but that's the point. You have to choose the right leaders, spiritual men, holy men.
I got this one.
Wise men.
Back up, y'all. I'm gonna just get the little part of it. This is Jude 1:5. It says, "I will therefore put you in remembrance, though you once knew this." I'm gonna draw this out, you man. You knew this at one time. All right. Yeah, the spirit on heavy tonight, man.
Yeah. Oh, the brother posted it. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, man. Let me see. Has anything else? We got Isaiah 30 and 20.
Before you read that Isaiah, I just want to read this again real quick because I want to go into.
Hold on, I got one.
What's up?
Backing you up real quick, Yaganah, what you just said. This is Salakia on why. This is 1 Timothy 4:6. If thou put, I'm gonna start at 5. For it is sanctified by the word of Yahweh and prayer. If thou put the brethren in remembrance of these things, thou shalt be a good minister of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, nourished up in the words of faith and of good doctrine, whereunto thou hast attained.
Education, man. The real education.
Yeah, man. Oh, I gotta get it, man. I gotta get it, man. I gotta get it. Spirit on heaven, man. You try to talk about you gonna shut it down, man. The spirit get the rolling, man. Somebody get 2 Chronicles 30, 34 and 22. Let me see.
2 Chronicles 34 and 22.
Yeah, buddy.
And Hilkiah and they that the king had appointed went to Huldah, the prophetess, the wife of Shulam, the son of Tikvath, the son of Hasra, keeper of the wardrobe. Now she dwelt in Jerusalem in the college.
In the college, man. So why was colleges set up back then? To teach you the truth, not to teach you how to be a football player, teach you how to be get your bachelor's and MBA and some stupid shit. But to teach back then, it was set up to teach you the scriptures, man. The true education, to draw this thing out of you, man. All right, that's what colleges were set up back then for, man. All right, and we had colleges amongst us, man. All right, as a people.
Yeah, Israel was literate as a nation. When you go into the law, it's actually a commandment to write out the commandments, man. How you gonna write out the commandments if you were literate, man? Israel was a nation of literacy.
It's a bunch of illiterate niggas today, man.
Yeah. Hey,
all niggas today, they speak yabba dabba do, man. When they fucking talk, man. As soon as a nigga open their mouth, yabba dabba do. Can't even hold a goddamn sentence, man. You, my nigga, you heard me? All that dumbass shit. Niggas is crazy, man.
I got you something, Mark.
All right. Let me see.
This Sirach 20 and 30, and I start at 30. It says, wisdom that is hid and treasure that is hoarded up, what profit is in them both? Because the Lord gave us this word that we may be as a bottle, as Job said, as bottles ready to burst, man. All right? Because the fire is supposed to be fire shut up in your bones to where you can't bottle all this. This too much energy to have in you, man. You gotta let this off, man. You know how Jake gotta get his shit off. You gotta get this. That's how we feel with the word. We gotta get this word out, man. Because if we become complacent with the word, the Most High gonna tear our ass up, man. We know that. All right. That's why it gotta be as a fire shut up in you, and like Job said, as bottles ready to burst, man. It says,
like you said last night, walking what?
Like a walking nut bomb, man.
Yeah.
and Jake, you start to compare anything to Jake with a walking nut bomb. Jake, ready? What that was about?
Yeah,
how you do that? How you get that off? Jake all fucking tension, man. Jake standing at attention now, man, ready to get his shit off.
But we gotta be spiritual. We gotta be spiritual ones like that, man. Ready to burst off with this spirit in us, man. Like Jeremiah.
Right.
But this thing is shut off in our bones. We gotta get it off, man.
You gotta get it off, bro. Hey, what you always say? The combustion, man. You'll find your cell phone fire. Says this 31 do. Better is he that hideth his folly than a man that hideth his wisdom, man. All right. And a lot of these self-proclaimed prophets, all right, keyboard prophets, they're talking about they got wisdom and been doing this thing 10 years and shit like that. You're hiding your wisdom. You heard me? You're hiding whatever it is you got, where the wisdom you think you got. Because if you hide it, it ain't wisdom. Because wisdom shining as a light. It's unable to keep back. You can't. Wisdom is nowhere. Wisdom can dwell in darkness. You see? It says necessary patience in seeking Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is better than he that leadeth his life without a guide, man. Echo that God word again.
Right, yeah. Same word.
Leaving without a teacher, man.
That's right.
Brother's lighting the comment board up. It's on point too. It's on point. It's all on point.
Come on, man. I'm gonna probably end it off with this right here. Somebody give me Acts 20 and 28, man.
We got to get the Isaiah 30 and 20.
Oh yeah, bring that one out. Bring that one out then.
Hey,
you got it.
Like, I just wanted to say this real quick. In Romans 10 and 14, when it says, "And how shall they hear without a preacher?" The word "preacher" there is caruso, and the definition is always with the suggestion of formality, gravity, and an authority which must be listened to and obeyed. It also says to publish, proclaim openly, which goes right into Isaiah 30 and 20. That's why I wanted to bring that out first. To publish, proclaim openly, and it must be obeyed. So bring out that Isaiah 30 out.
Yeah, bring it out, brother. Oh man, it's on fire tonight, man. Man. Hey, that brother Di Gorman from Basra and the brother Jaquez, them brothers going at it on.
Yeah, I'm saying.
A spiritual competition.
That bit jumping like Jordan tonight, man.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah 30 and 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner any more, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers.
You've seen them. And the Lord have done that from the time and with 2000 unto this very day, man. You see them, man. Your teachers on the highways and byways preaching how about Shem Rashad, man, with all boldness, with the spirit from on high, man. All right, we ain't shut off in no corners, shut off in the nigga on the dead side of Canal Street, man, on a back street. All right, we on the front lines in the biggest chief place of concourse there is, man. All right, preaching how about Shem Rashad, man. Whatever comes our way, we deal with it, man. All right, you seeing the teachers, man, the elder apostles of GMS on down, man. And these brothers you brothers on the comment board, man. These brothers is all over Babylon, all over goddamn the world, man. Preaching how about Shem Rashad, man. You seeing your teachers. This is this is another scripture, man, that I'm thinking about. It's something the Lord says something about the Lord said something about this is gonna be like it's all to my tongue, man. It probably comes to me later, but it's like a great phenomenon or something like that, man. But it's all good, you know. Yeah, bring that one out.
This is Acts chapter 20, verse 28. Take heed, therefore, unto yourselves and to all the flock over which the Holy Ghost had made you overseers to feed the church of Yahweh, which he had purchased with his own blood.
One more time, man. Yeah, get that word overseer, man.
This is Acts 20 and 28. Take heed, therefore, unto yourselves and to all the flock over which the Holy Ghost had made you overseers.
The Holy Ghost, and like I said, this is a scripture to back up that you don't these different heads of these camps, the men that's over you. All right, the elder apostles, they didn't make themselves apostles, man. The Holy Ghost did, man. Yahweh Shem Rashad appointed that, man. All right, they made them holy. You ain't. You know, any man. I'm gonna say this, and this has been said time and time again. Any man out there that wants to be a head, want to make himself a head, get far away from that man. All right, this is a tough position, man. All right, sometimes you go to something might happen. You go to feeling like Moses, man. You know, being over people, especially when you got to deal with Israel out there, man. You start to feel, you get that heaviness and sorrow, like, God damn, man, like Jake is hard-headed, man. This is a tough position, man. Any man that wants this position is crazy, man. You know, but it was given from us on high, so we gotta roll with it, man. You gotta roll with the punches, man.
When you go in the scriptures, all of the men of the Lord, they tried to at some point run from the responsibility because they understood what it was, man. It wasn't a time to exalt themselves.
No.
Even Yahushua, he got weak, before he had to go on the cross. Moses, he didn't want to deal with niggas. All right. The boy in Nibia, Jonah, he the Most High had to force him, man. Like you don't want to be a prophet, you just have to. There's that fire that's burning in you, man.
Yeah, man.
And it says, for which the Holy Ghost had made you overseers to feed the church of Yahweh, which he had purchased with his own blood. And I got that word overseers. It's G1985, episcopus, an overseer, a man charged with the duty of seeing that things to be done by others are done rightly, any curator, guardian, or superintendent.
Cut up. Read that again, huh?
This is Strong's G1985, episcopus, an overseer, a man charged with the duty of seeing that things to be done by others are done rightly, any curator, guardian, or superintendent.
A guide.
That's all it is, man. It's all it's about. It ain't nothing more, nothing less, man. I got the small one right here. This is 1 Peter 2:25. It says, for ye were as sheep going astray, but now return unto the shepherd and bishop of your souls, man. Yeah, man. The spiritual teachers, man. Those are the men that's over your souls, man. All right.
I got a little one.
And guess what, man? You know, you help out the men that's over you too, man. You see them brothers have their rough days, man. You help them up too, man. You help them get at, because y'all brothers, when you go over different lessons and stuff like that, man, you brothers out there keep us sharp too, man. Iron sharper iron, man, as the scriptures say. What you about to say? What you got?
No, I had a little one. Once before.
Y'all brothers, we probably ended on this then.
I got one I gotta bring out.
Okay, yeah, I got one too.
This Job 8:11. It says, can the rush grow up without mire? All right. So can the plant grow up without the dirt or the mud, basically? Right. It says, can the flag grow without water? Can grass grow without water? So as us, the people are like grass, man. We need water, but the water have to come from fountains, man. All right. The men that the Lord have enclosed in his garden, man, his garden beds. All right. The men we are the garden of the Lord that we may be planted in the water that's coming in it, man. All right, coming from who? Our elders, man. That we went over in that Amawai that we went over with the last Sabbath we did about the water bed and the gardens with the Lord fruits, man. Yeah. So we're that water bed, man. So the garden can't grow without water, man. And we're being watered, all right, by the word of the Lord. Coming from who? The men of the Lord, man. You got it out.
Yeah, and that's beautiful, man, because when you go to anytime you water in a garden, you need somebody to tend to that. You need husbandry.
That's
and
right.
What happens when you just let the garden run wild, man? You get those wild olive branches. They got to be pruned and grafted back.
Thorns and briars. Yeah. Thorns and briars. Yeah, that's right.
A garden needs a guardian, or like that word was going into, the overseer, man.
God.
That's right, man.
But you can go ahead, Raya. I know this one gonna end the lesson, so I'm gonna hold back. You go ahead. All right.
I'm gonna start it with Ephesians 6:1. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. And the apostles and
you have parents in the Lord, man. But go ahead, brother. Hey, man, I gotta get this scripture because you didn't brought it out. I gotta get it, man. I was about to hold back. He brought it out. We say the word, man.
I said it's gonna be a 20-minute lesson. I was like, nah.
Go ahead, bro. I'm trying to stay on point, man.
It's a spirit, though.
You mind if I jump to another precept after this one before you get yours out?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ephesians 6:1. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. And the apostles and elders are our spiritual parents, as Yahushua told his mother, who's my mother and my brother and my sister, except those that do the will of my Father, which is what our apostles and elders do. And then we do the same, and then the brothers that come under us do the same, all preaching the word of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, that right divinely inspired doctrine.
That's right.
And I'm going to jump to Proverbs 4. I'm going to start at 1. Hear ye children the instruction of a father, and attend to no understanding. For I give you good doctrine, forsake ye not my law. For I was my father's son, tender and only beloved in the sight of my mother. He taught me also, and said unto me, let thine heart or thy mind retain my words, keep my commandments, and live. Hey, when you're walking in the right paths by the right doctrine taught by your spiritual parents, you're keeping your foot from the door of that strange woman that's going to lead you to death. The woman of this world, the doctrines of this world, the folly and the vanity.
Hey, tell me you don't have spirit. After this scripture right here, you tell me you don't have spiritual parents, man. This is I got two of them real fast. You have spiritual parents, man. All right. This is 1 Timothy 1:1. It says, Paul, apostle of Yahushua Mashiach, by the commandments of Yahweh our Savior. All right, the Lord Yahushua Mashiach, which is our hope. This is Paul unto Timothy, my own son in the faith.
Son in the faith. Grace
and mercy and peace from the Most High, our fathers, Yahushua Mashiach. Come on, man.
That's plain.
Come on, man. This is the other one, man. This is hey, man, the spirit got me, man. I'm happy, man. 2 Corinthians 12 and 14, man. You get in the spirit, man. Right, I'm gonna get to the point. This is this is one of my favorites, man. 2 Timothy 12 and 14 says, "Behold, the third time I am ready to come unto you, and I will not be burdensome unto you. For I seek not yours, but you. For the children are not to lay out for the parents, but the parents for the children." And them parents is talking about the men that's over you, man. They're your parents. They lay up for you. They put videos and signs and pictures and lessons and breakdowns together to build you up, man. As if you children, man. And sometimes it be like guys certain guys that can be like you dealing with children sometimes, man. And we talking about grown men. Okay? It is what it is though, man. Let me see. I might have passed it. Let me see something, man. I gotta get this, man. I gotta get this. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Oh, I gotta get this right here. This is 1 Corinthians 4 and 15 says, "For though we have 10,000 instructions in the Mashiach, yet have we not many fathers. For the most for Mashiach Yahweh Shai, I have begotten unto you through the gospel," man. Hey, man, that's plain, man.
Yeah.
That's plain, man. Let me read it again. 1 Corinthians 4 and 15. "For though ye have 10,000 instructors in Hamashiach, yet have ye not many fathers. For in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, I have begotten you through the gospel," man. That's plain.
Yeah, Apostle Paul calling himself a spiritual father. I'm pretty sure that word begotten goes into the same word beget in Matthew the 1st chapter. I could be mistaken, but it's probably the same word, man. Which is Matthew the 1st chapter is going into physical fathers, genealogy, and that's going into being a spiritual father. He begat us in Yahweh Shai Mashiach, just like the elders, different camp leaders. When you first started watching videos and you were glued to the screen and you were taking notes, you were being begotten of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, man. Right. If nobody has anything else, I gotta close on this 2 Timothy.
Okay.
The 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 14. "But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them, and that from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation through faith which is in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai." And that's plain, man. You have to learn of Yahweh Shai. You have to be assured of who you learn from, and you have to continue in that doctrine. That's going to make you wise unto salvation. That's right. That's what it is.
Hey, man. So with that, man, we man, if you ain't get edified on that, man, if them, I ain't talking about you birds are coming, but I'm talking about them different bug outs out there. Talking about, they self-taught. All right.
I watched all the camps.
What you say?
I watch all the camps. I learned a little bit. The what they call it, Hebrew gumbo, the gumbo doctrine.
Gumbo doctrine, man. You learn a little bit of this, learn a bit of that from them. You self-taught. Nobody taught you, man. You taught yourself, man. That's bullshit, man. So if you want to edify tonight, man, I don't know what to say. I don't know what I can tell you, man. But with that, like we say all the time, we hope that was edifying to those who needed it, man. And as always, we'll give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh. Once again, double honor to our elders, all right, our spiritual parents, our masters, man. The elder apostle of GMS, peace and blessings once again, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom and endure on, man.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.